checking on the folks out here. Yeah, so you know, we repping out here, Geek Life.
You already know,
Yeah,
cousin.
All right, cousin. Be right back. Let me be right back, Lane. Now I'm about to get this new piece on my leg. Something I've been thought about getting. My Baduism tat. No, I got a big heart for Erykah Badu. I like Badu. She's one of my favorite artists. My name is Khaleel Salaam. My brand is Geek. Good energy equals creation is the acronym. I was inspired in 2011-12 to do my own clothing line. Just being inspired, loving clothes and fashion, and doing my homework on a lot of textiles and materials and shirts, jeans, whatever you could think of that's in the fashion world. I did my homework on it, and I decided to give people a sense of how I look at fashion. I love what I do. I love making people feel good about what they're wearing. I love inspiring people about, you know, clothing, how to dress. Not how to dress, you know, because everybody has their own sense of dressing, but it's good that I love to make people feel like they could just be comfortable within themselves and what they're wearing. And that's what my brand represents, just being comfortable and being your own soul. And before that, I was always into fashion, doing fashion shows, modeling, being judges, and that type of nature, because I was always that guy. A lot of people always ask for my input on fashion and stuff like that, because I was always like into fashion, you know, from anybody that knows me. I was always cutting and sewing and stuff like that. The brand is basically me. I wear glasses. I was always the cat that went to school and street smart, so I always had the best of both worlds, and you know, a lot of people, you know, respect that, you know what I mean, and that was just always me, you know what I mean. So I never was, always was myself. I never was a follower. I always been a leader. You know, I don't look at failure, so I just try to be as much positive and just, you know, keep God first, and you know, the God can only give you my success. So I just put my hands in the law first and just make prayer on it and do the best I can in this fashion industry. Sometimes, you know, being an entrepreneur has ups and downs. You know, I've been up, I've been broke. Spent my last dollar on t-shirts and material and equipment and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? But you gotta work your way back up to it. You gotta stay consistent. As an entrepreneur, you just can't give up. You can't have that mindset of, you know, forgetting about your brand and what you accomplished. And in my case, I came too far to give up now. It's too late for me to go back. I don't want to go back. And I'm going to continue to build my brand just on my time, not on anyone's time. You got to work twice as hard, especially when you're independent. And doing everything by yourself, financially, you know, marketing and everything, and stuff like that, if you want your brand to grow, because nobody sees the vision as much as you do. So, and if you do have a team, they got to be on the same page as you are. You know, a lot of people was with me on this journey, but they didn't fall through because they didn't have the hustle in it. Nobody's going to have the visions just like you do, because it's your brand. So that's one of the main struggles. You just got to always stay consistent and just have patience. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta build relationships with people. You have to network. You have to go out to, you know, shows, that involve what you're doing, and just be around the similar peers that that's into this fashion business. Even talk with other brands, that helps a lot too. Not to be in competition with each other, but learn from different experience from different types of brands as well. Networking in Philly, it's tough. You know what I mean? Because some people don't believe in your brand. Some people it's a competitive city, and some people don't have the passion for that. They just want to make a quick, fast buck off of it, and that's not the case. Sometimes you really have to be passionate about what you're doing, and when you're talking with other people, they have to know that you're serious about it, not trying to make a quick buck. You have to tell them your story about what's your experience and what's your goals and what you have planned on doing with this fashion industry.
Much more. So Khaleel Salaam.
You.
So as a designer, you could have went anywhere. You could have done couture. You could have done just anything. Why did you choose streetwear?
Streetwear, basically, because I love the streetwear nation, culture. I am a skater as well. So when I first came out doing my brand, it was really like a skateboard brand. Mm-hmm. So basically, I couldn't really go to all the skates. Not everyone skates, so everyone loves my look of clothes. So right. I'll try to narrow out to everyone, everyone.
So you're an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
But you're also a millennial, and that's kind of what we're about. We're the dreamers. We're about making our own way.
Yeah.
How is it having a brand such as yours, but still having to remain humble by maintaining a 9-to-5, because it's hard out here?
I mean, it's hard. Like you said, it's definitely hard. But you always got to have a plan B, just in case your plan A don't make it. Right. I love my brand. I love what I do. I love clothes. I love fashion. Being an artist, a skater, whatever, etc. But you got to still live at the end of the day too. So I work a 9-to-5 job every day. Mm-hmm. Actually, I got 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I do work with the youth. I'm an after-school teacher, site director at Camp Ever. I do TSS. You know what I mean? So I do work at 9-to-5, and I still work at this Sneaker Villa store, part-time too, just to still push my brand out there and give others the looks of certain types of style that's coming in different seasons as well. So, because a lot of people, don't even know how to get dressed sometimes. When I'm at work, I love it. Gives me, it makes me feel good. I can help somebody dress themselves, or put things together, as well. So
talk to me a little bit about that struggle. I know we were talking about you having a 9-to-5 as well. Mm-hmm. Now we know it's good to actually have your job that's paying the bills to kind of morph into what it is that you're doing. Absolutely. As a dream, but that's also the beauty part of it. Yeah. Talk to me about how, what's real about it.
Man, I mean, you just gotta live life, man, and just, and mm-hmm. just do the best you can, and just strive for better. And you just gotta really believe in yourself. I had my brand in 75 stores. That's a big accomplishment in my life. That was the most biggest accomplishment in my life.
Right.
I never thought, me being from West Philly, growing up, I never thought I'd see my creativity in the stores like that. Plans within the next year or so, just still, pushing, still keep the marketing going, still promoting and trying to get it international all over the stores, the boutiques, get it across a lot of artists, music wise, actors, whatever. I want everybody to wear my brand, and that's the goal. That's the main thing, and find different manufacturers. I would love to the next couple years maybe collab with one of my favorite brands like Obey or Vans or someone like BBC, Bathing Ape or something like that. Just taking it internationally, work with different manufacturers from Japan. Working on more high end, working on more cut and sew pieces. One-on-one customs I do is one of my specialties. I recommend for all my entrepreneurs out there just to stay consistent with your brand, have a strong team, paperwork tight, and don't let nobody discourage you. You can't. I just, sometimes it's like, it feels like a dream. Sometimes, you know what I mean. It feels good when people just, respect your hustle and your brand.